Tyler Jacobson is responsible for some of the most epic artwork in D&D. So I talked to him about what it was like to contribute to this legacy of art, and also what that first phone call from Wizards of the Coast was like.
I like that cinematic approach, I guess, to the image creation. And I'd say my style is I try to paint realistically. So I focus on an accurate anatomy and when I'm creating creatures and accurate lighting. But I'm always after that moment like you would see in a film, because I love film. So it's like that little frame in a movie that can tell the whole story. That's the kind of things I'm going for. And with D&D, most of the time it's big monsters and scary, dragons and giants, and that ends up being right in your face. So my goal, I guess, is to sell that stuff. And I guess that's where the massiveness comes from. I don't know if it's my intention.
What's it like contributing to a legacy of D&D art?
It's incredible. I think in 2009 I was recently out of school, and I got an email from the art director, and I almost shut my whole house off, just running around flipping tables. I was so excited, but I'd play it cool, and I just typed a real calm email back, and I said, absolutely, I would love to work for you guys. So yeah, and then since I've been contributing work to them for going on a decade now, yeah, it's unbelievable. I couldn't ask for a better job. They're the best people to work for, and one of my favorite games to work on. So. Dragons are great. They can be a big challenge because there's so much going on in them, and they really got to look like they work. And I don't know if I could even pick a favorite. I just love playing with all the creatures that they have, because there's something I get out of kind of taking what's been done and pushing it into my style. So if it's any creature, I'm pretty much happy, because then I get the opportunity to make it look like how I see it in my head based on the drawings I remember from the 80s. I played back in the late 80s, early 90s on 2nd edition. My brother ran all the games, but I never paid attention. I just drew my character in that little window. And I would draw all his equipment on the back, and then I'd have to, people would be snapping their fingers at me to get me to pay attention to the game. And so I guess I was just drawing for D&D since then. But that's where I started for sure, 2nd edition. I mean, you're right, it's super intimidating. To do core book covers it's pretty much a dream come true. But the fans have been awesome. I do a lot of magic work as well, so I end up going to some events, and people have their stacks of books and they lay them down, and they're just really excited about how the books look these days. Because with each edition there's been a pretty big aesthetic change between the game look. So I'm really happy that they're pleased with the direction I took it into. I didn't do it in a vacuum. Obviously, we worked with the art directors, and we all had an agreement as to the style that we were going to portray. But it just, it's my style that I've applied to their brand. The game is this beautiful moment where people are going to have their imaginations going and create their own worlds. But having visuals on the covers and inside the books sets the stage for that. It's a springboard for them to get into this awesome world that's just full of freedom. They're open to do whatever they want. And so I love being able to kind of paint that stage, create that universe that they can go play around in. It's just like a movie. All these people work really hard to create a universe that may or may not exist, and that, I think, drives people's imaginations. That's where it started for me. Is early playing was all imagination. So now I can apply all that imagination to the stuff that I create for the game.